Good morning, good afternoon, good day, YouTube, guys and gals of YouTube world. Hope you're having a good day today. I'm going out to this building that I've finished. I'll show it to you in just a second. We're calling it, it's my father-in-law's building. We're calling it Pop's Smoking Shed. He just needed a place to go smoke cigarettes. He's 91 years old. He's got a little farm out here and he wanted a little house on it so he could come out here and smoke cigarettes. So I've made a couple of little small videos about the building, but not a lot. It's the one I just put the mini split in. I made the video about the mini split. So we're headed out there. I've got to cut him a drive. He wants a drive cut in, so I've got the L6060 with me, and we're going to cut a drive. So I'll see you out here. All right, I finally got my other chores done. I'm kind of hot, but boy, it's nice in this air conditioning. Had to trim off some limbs off of this tree here because the drive is going to go right in through here, and then it's going to connect in. It's going to connect in. There's a drive right up there. So we're making a drive. That's my father-in-law sitting there in that older Chevy truck. This is his smoking shed. Here is the mini split we put in, Mr. Cool. This thing has been running now for a couple of weeks. And boy, I mean, that is a nice unit. But this is what I finished out right here. You can see where I put the trim in there, where the two pieces join together. For up there, he's got a TV. That little antenna right there picks up a bunch of channels. But this is his little smoking shed that I put the white top beadboard on, put the tongue and groove sealing in. Anyway, we're going to cut this drive from here right up through there. You see the top link cylinder there? I didn't have that on the 3560. And I was going to add it on, and then when it came to the point I knew I was going to, you know, trade it in, I didn't do it. I can tell you, let me get out in the light. I can tell I'm blacked out. One thing I can tell you is you do want to do the upgrade on the seat. You want that air ride seat. Tremendous difference in that. Now we have had some good rain. Quite a bit of rain, so it softened the ground up really good. I don't have that thing set just right there on the bucket. But I can tell you, I had a guy comment, he said, what was wrong with the 3560? Well, what was wrong with the 3560 was absolutely nothing. I haven't had a Kubota yet that I've disliked. And if it wasn't for getting that bush hog, that 10-foot, that Rhino TS10, if it wasn't for bush hogging down at my father-in-law's property, I would not have got rid of it. That was the only reason I got rid of it, is bush hogging down there. Now, in saying that, I can tell you that this 60 horse, going from, I think the 3560 was a maximum of 37 horsepower, I believe. This one is 62 with a turbo. It's a major difference. And there's not that big a gap in the, you know, that's not, what is it, 20-something horsepower difference, but I can tell you it is tremendous. And then you add the weight of this 3560, and you've just really got a tractor. I mean, it is just, it does things with such ease that it's just a major difference. Now, I really remember actually saying the same thing about the L3560, because I had the B2910, and going from the B2910 to the large frame of a Grand L, I remember saying the exact same thing about the L3560, what a major difference it was in the two tractors and how easy the 3560 did things.
If I was going to pick out something that was really kind of wrong, if I would tell you two things that you want to make sure you do if you're looking at a 3560 is, and don't hold me to these numbers, you would have to look at it, but that 3560, they delivered that to me with a, what was that, a 555 or something like that, 565 loader, 2 week. I was all the time overloading that loader. Yeah, I think you can get like an 800 series something loader, and like I said, I'm not, or can Google the numbers, but you can Google them, but you could get an 800 series loader. You want to do that because that 5 series loader was just too small. But you can just see how easy this right here, just cutting this drive right here. The 3560 did an excellent job, but it's just, we're adding so much weight with this tractor here. So the two things I would tell you is do the air ride seat, get the larger loader. Because this one here it's at 10 series, I'm not sure what the number is, 1055, 1065. And boy, you don't overload this one. I mean, it's got the power to do it. But it just creeps along so easy. Just doing its work. It has so much weight, so much power. It does a really good job. It's actually easier to cut a smoother path with this L6060 because you got so much weight with it. Your loader, you're not having as much trouble with your loader dipping on you. This has so much weight with the tractor. I can also tell you that the L6060 is a little quieter. You're going from a 3-cylinder engine to a 4-cylinder. With that turbo, it has just a little different sound to it. It is a little quieter. Does a good job. Loader's smooth. As I said with the L3560, Kubota hit a home run with this transmission. Now I use this kind of to cut the ground a little bit, level it out after I cut it with the front end loader, just to kind of smooth it and cut it, drag it up. Then I'll take a loader and pick it up. Just seems to help. And after I get done, I'll raise the teeth all the way up, where I just use those plates across there to just smooth it out. But that just seems to help a little bit with it. Now I do have you on super view, so it's going to give you a little bit of a bubble, but just to show you, having your top and tilt, you can use this to make this back here level or cut, whichever you want it to do. Like right now I got it tilted down so it'll cut. So having that top on there really
makes a difference. So now after I cut it, I'll come in here with a front end loader and I'll just scoop up my dirt. Really a good loader. Really smooth, really easy to operate. Got another pile of dirt here. The ground is wet. We've had so much rain, so I'm just keeping the tractor in four-wheel drive so I can just don't have to worry about spinning. This feature right here is just so handy on the Kubotas, that H-DS system. You see the turtle right there, and then you just push the lever up. It goes to rabbit when you're traveling. Now you can see where I was taking that land leveler and scratching this. So now I'm just going to go through and just try to barely skim the top of it off, because I don't want to go real deep, because it's just going to cost more in gravel if I go very deep. I'm just trying to, I'm in low range, turtle, and I'm going down. The ground's really wet. Just trying to just skim the top of this off. Said and done. I got a full bucket. We'll go dump that. Now when I tell you there's a major difference in this loader and the one that was on the 3560, it's not the tractor's fault nor the loader's fault. It was just actually whoever ordered that tractor in, they just ordered the wrong loader for that tractor. Because it was that 500 series, and I'm going to look it up, and I'll have a title in the video of the number that was on it. But this one here, and like I said, I can't see it, but I know it's the 10 series. It's just difference in daylight and dark. If they had put that 800 series on that 3560, it would have been a whole lot better. But that 5 series is just too small of a loader. You don't overload this loader here. I'm just scratching it up, doing some leveling. Makes it easier to cut it. I got the teeth down. You see it, you can take that thing and see I can do that with it, and I can make those teeth dig, or I can take them out of the ground just with that top link. That makes it really nice. That was something I should have had on that 3560 and I didn't. But having, you know, that's just something, if you're going to do any kind of dirt work, leveling gravel, whatever, you should have that top link. You should at least have that one a cylinder. Now I didn't do the tilt on it. You know, they call that top and tilt. So I didn't do the tilt on this, on my arm over here. It just wasn't something I felt like I needed. But you can see how those teeth do a good job of tearing that ground up and getting it down to where I can put my gravel in it. You see, then I can take them out like that right there and just drag them along. Kind of help smooth it out. I I've just about got it cut out. All I want to cut it. I don't want to cut it too much. I just don't want to take up all, you know, a lot of my gravel. That top and tilt, or this third arm being the cylinder right there, makes it easy getting that grass out of the dirt and stuff out of there when it's so wet like it is. I like a little right up in here, getting it down some. I'm going to turn around in just a second. I'm going to drag it one more time, and then I'm going to take the front end loader and get the dirt out. We're close to having it done. So see, I'll tilt that up so those teeth will go down, and go in there and cut. And then if I want to take them out, I just do them like that right there. Take them out of the ground a little bit. And I'm just about to get this where I want it. I just got to take a little dirt out up there. If there's anything else you want to know, you know, about this tractor, the 3560, you put down in the comments. I'll try to do the best I can to answer you some, answer them to the best of my knowledge. This tractor, see, after you cut it with those teeth a little bit, and I'm in low range and I'm just easing along, and it makes it just a little easier. And then, you know, it's easier to cut a drive with a skid loader, track loader, than it is a tractor. You can get them smoother. That front end loader wants to go up and down with you. But we're just taking this out just a little along here. Pretty much got a full loader right now. That's good old wet dirt. You see how easy it picks it up. System, push it down. We're in turtle. Then when we start to we're going to go in here and get us a load. And boy, it gets a load too. And then I'll start pulling on this a little bit, because you were using your four-wheel drive, so it's in a little bit of bind. You don't want to reach and just yank it up. So we're back now into two-wheel drive. I'll push the HD up system here into Rabbit, so we'll travel just a little bit faster. I just don't have a lot of really good area in here to keep putting y'all to where you get a good view. But I got the drive all cut out. We're bringing gravel in now. Like this HDS system, so now we're gonna back up to our gravel pile. I'll put it up into Rabbit, so we'll travel pretty good. Now maybe you can see it kind of go in and get a pile, go back down to 4-wheel drive, get a load, and it gets a load. We just ease into it, start raising our loader up a little bit as we're getting it in there. Boy, it can get a load and it can lift it. See that? See our road cut in here? See how good and smooth it looks? I didn't want to cut it real deep. I won't take a lot of gravel. May not even have enough gravel as it is. I don't know. Not even really sure if he'll even use the driveway. You know, when you get a certain age there, you just kind of do what you want to, you know. So we'll go down the HDS system to Turtle, go down to 4-wheel drive. Let's go in and get us a load. Just does it so easy. So now I'm going to start pulling on the 4-wheel drive lever a little bit. I'll turn the tires to get a little freedom in that 4-wheel drive so to come out. You wouldn't have to take it out, but I just no need to run it up through here in 4-wheel drive. Still, there it goes. It eased out right then. I just barely put a little pressure on it and then let it ease out. I'm getting my pad up here pretty good shape. I'm going to start now running the gravel out up the driveway, up the long run. I'll smooth it with this a little bit, and then that land leveler really does a good job with leveling out gravel. This gravel's really wet. It's dense grade. Here in Kentucky, we have two classes of dense grade. We have a better dense grade and then a cheap dense grade. Cheap dense grade has a lot more sand in it, a lot more powdery stuff. This is a little better, the better class of dense grade. All right, go back to 4-wheel drive. In, get another load. Such a good loader, man. Can't say enough about the power of this loader. It's really good. Really well suited for this tractor. Now I'll start pulling on the 4-wheel drive lever a little bit. And I just put a little pressure on it. We'll ease along. And I'll start cutting the wheels a little bit, give it some slack because it's had a little pressure on it when it goes to pulling into that pile. There it is. We'll just barely put a little smoothing on it here. And I'll finish it with that land leveler back here in a minute. I'll get some more gravel dumped down through there. Alright, now I'm just kind of putting some grading on it. I'm going to get a little more. Just going to do a little pushing backwards here. Just kind of let it fill in a little. Does a good job smoothing like that. And we'll go back and I'll grab some of it. smooth. All right, I got my gravel leveled out, got my drive cut in, as you can see. And I kind of wanted to address, you know, the guy that he said he was looking at an L3560 and wanted to know what was wrong with the one I had and why I traded it in. So I wanted to clear that up and say that there was nothing wrong with that L3560 except for the seat. Guys, if you can, I think it's about $900, maybe $1,000, I don't even remember, to go with the air ride. It's worth it. That cloth seat is, it's a lot better if you're going to spend any time in there. Well, guys, I've got the bush hole going. I decided I'd do a little bush hogging. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you on another video.